Okay, let's dive right in. Today we're taking a look at something quite profound, actually. This relentless pursuit of perfection. And what it really takes to, master a craft. Our guide for this deep dive is this remarkable 2011 documentary, Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
A classic, really stunning film.
It really is. It takes us into the world of Jiro Ono. He's an 85-year-old sushi master in Tokyo. And his restaurant, Sukiyabashi Jiro, it's tiny, apparently just sits in a subway station.
Yeah, unassuming is the word.
Yeah.
But holds 3 Michelin stars, which is just incredible.
Exactly. So our mission here is to really unpack that, to try and extract the wisdom about, dedication, discipline, lifelong mastery, all from Jiro's philosophy.
And what's so captivating, I think, is how the film shows his core philosophy. You could almost boil it down to perfection through relentless repetition.
Right.
But it's more than just doing the same thing again and again. It's this deep, unwavering commitment, mastering the absolute basics first, and then finding ways to refine them constantly, every single day.
Even after decades.
Even after decades. He treats sushi making, like a sacred art, really. And you feel that seriousness, that profound dedication in how the film presents his work.
Yeah, you absolutely do. And you might think, okay, it's sushi, but the insights you get are they go so much deeper. It makes you question this whole idea of mastery. Are you ever really done learning? Because Jiro himself at 85, he says it point blank, he's still improving.
Which is just mind-blowing, isn't it?
It really is. And it's not only his story. The film also touches on, his legacy. His 2 sons are carrying on the work. Each has their own path, their own restaurant even.
Yeah, and they're grappling with that responsibility, right? Living up to that incredible standard.
Definitely. So when you watch this film, it's more than just information. It's an experience. Visually, it's just stunning.
Absolutely.
The way they film the sushi making, it's done with such reverence. It feels less like food prep and more like a spiritual ritual you're witnessing.
Yeah.
Every little movement, the slicing, the placing, it pulls you right in. I remember just feeling this sense of calm watching him.
And that feeling, that reverence, it's not just the visuals, is it?
No.
The sound design plays a huge role, too.
Right.
And the music, they managed to make even the smallest, most precise actions feel, grand, elegant.
That's a good way to put it. Grand and elegant.
Yeah, and it feels like a deliberate choice, The filmmaking itself sort of mirrors Jiro's own dedication. It makes you, the viewer, slow down, appreciate the details, just like he does.
And then there's his work ethic,
Yeah.
which is legendary. Almost intimidating, really.
Oh, absolutely.
You talk about waking up incredibly early every day. The rigor of the training apprentices work for, 10 years?
10 years, yeah. Before they're even allowed to, make the tamagoyaki, the egg sushi.
Incredible. And his absolute refusal to compromise on quality. Ever.
Never.
The fish market visits, the specific vendors he trusts. It's all part of it. It really makes you think.
Yeah.
What would it look like if we brought that kind of commitment to our own work? Whatever field we're in. What does it even feel like to just never compromise?
Well, and maybe it's more than just a work ethic, right? It seems like it stems from a profound love for the work itself.
Oh, okay.
The film really shows that true mastery, the kind Jiro embodies, it comes from this deep passion. It's not just about the technical skill.
Yeah.
You see it in how he obsesses over details, like adjusting the rice steaming time based on humidity, or massaging an octopus for nearly an hour.
An hour? Wow.
Yeah, because he knows it fundamentally changes the texture, that level of care. It comes from loving every single part of the process.
So those small details that really matter, that's a huge takeaway.
Definitely.
The film has that line, every grain of rice counts.
Powerful line. Simple but powerful.
It really is. Every single grain.
Yeah.
It forces you to look at your own work, doesn't it? Are you treating every tiny component, every grain of rice in what you do with that same level of precision?
Yeah, what's the overlooked detail in your process that might actually be key?
And that connects directly to the next big idea, which is lifelong learning.
Right. Because Jiro, at 85,
Still improving.
he says it himself. He hasn't reached the pinnacle. He doesn't think he has.
It just shatters that idea that learning has an endpoint, or that mastery is some final state you arrive at.
Exactly. There's no, okay, I know it all now. For him, it's this ongoing journey. Constant refinement, always looking for that tiny improvement.
You know, it's fascinating how broad the appeal of this documentary is. It's about sushi, sure, but the source material suggests it really hits home for anyone interested in food, obviously, but also craftsmanship in general.
Oh, for sure. Entrepreneurs, too, I think.
Yeah, entrepreneurship or just personal growth.
Yeah.
Anyone who's chasing excellence in their own thing.
It's incredibly inspiring in that way. It taps into that universal drive, that desire to be really, really good at something.
So the final verdict, based on the reviews and the film itself, it gets a strong rating, like a 9 out of 10.
Deservedly so, I'd say. It's visually beautiful, yes, but it's soul-touching. This story about pursuing perfection.
But it's important to set expectations, right?
Definitely. You need to know what you're getting into. This is not for someone expecting, fast-paced drama or action.
No quick cuts here.
No. It's slow, it's meditative, it's deep, by design.
It kind of asks you to bring some of Jiro's focus to the act of watching it.
That's a great way to put it. It invites reflection, not just consumption.
So as we kind of wrap up this deep dive into Jiro Dreams of Sushi, the core ideas really stand out, don't they?
They really do.
The power of that repetitive mastery, the huge impact of paying attention to tiny details, and this beautiful, endless journey of lifelong learning.
Yeah.
Seemingly simple story, but it offers these really universal lessons about passion, dedication, the pursuit of excellence, really, in whatever you do.
It hammers home that idea that true excellence isn't a destination you reach. It's not a peak. It's the process. It's ongoing refinement, ongoing dedication, a way of living almost, not just a goal to tick off.
Absolutely. Which leaves us, and you listening, with maybe one final thought to chew on.
Yeah.
If you really took that idea to heart, like Jiro, that you are still improving in whatever your chosen craft is, what seemingly small daily action could you start treating with that same seriousness, like it's a sacred art? And how might that begin to transform your own pursuit of excellence?